There's always that kind of reassurance. I know that when I send an email, it will get actioned. And even if I send an email knowing they're about to clock off for the day, they always somehow seem to get that work done for me. I work for a company called Oxford SM, marketing and sales capability consultancy company. The company I worked for, you have used overnight design for many a year. When I joined the company, they already had an established relationship, and obviously as an individual I can choose which design team I use when I'm working on my accounts. So I use overnight design because they recommended to me, and that was probably 8 years ago, and I've used them ever since because they provided such a good service. As a consultant, obviously we charge our time out to our clients, which is obviously quite a high rate. And what we don't want to be doing is spending that time affecting design work, which is not obviously our area of expertise and not really what our clients are paying us for. So whilst we kind of do the thinking in terms of the strategy work, we then need a great agency to turn those thoughts into materials that look fantastic on the screens. Yeah, I mean, at Oxford, we have a number of design teams, people that we can use. So there are a lot of UK-based designers. And don't get me wrong, they all do a really good job. What I particularly like about using overnight design is that I can work during the day. So I kind of will get my thoughts down, I will create the work that's needed. And then I send it over to Jason overnight. And then in the morning, I come back to my computer and I've got this presentation that looked pretty rubbish the night before, and it looks fantastic. The big step change in relationship was we were asked to build a whole sales academy for Heineken. This project has taken place over sort of 5+ years, but we very much started off with one module which is called the Heineken Way for Sales. And from out of there, we developed a number of modules. And for each module, we designed workshop materials, we designed e-learnings, we designed all kinds of posters, tools and resources for the sales team. And on the outset, we wanted to create something different, so a new look and a new feel for this academy. And overnight design were pivotal in terms of creating that new look, that new design. And Heineken, as a client, were really, really pleased with where that design came from. Oh, absolutely go for it. You will not be disappointed. Great service, great contacts, great value for money. And the fact that you can have stuff done overnight makes your life so much easier. You get through projects a lot quicker. And basically that benefit of having the work updated overnight, ready for you to carry on working the next day. There's always that kind of reassurance. I know that when I send an email, it will get actioned. And even if I send an email knowing they're about to clock off for the day, they always somehow seem to get that work done for me. And never once in 8 years have they never been able to do the work for me. It's always there the next day. It's a combination of that reliability, but also the fact that they get it right, that's so great.